Hey, hello. How we doing out there, world? Welcome back to the Black Revolution podcast. Well, let me put it like this. Welcome back to our paranormal world. Okay, and I'm going to explain what I meant by Black Revolutionary podcast. Okay, I'm going to explain that in one moment. So this is your brother Steve, your host and commander-in-chief here in our paranormal world, and today we're going to take a break away from the normal content that I usually put up on this page because, as I'm sure all of you know, a very tragic event has come and has happened down in Mississippi where a young brother by the name of Nolan Wells, may he rest in peace, has lost his life. And I would like to send condolences to the family at this time and tell them that I'm so sorry that they lost a wonderful child, a child that didn't deserve this, a child that did everything right, didn't get in any trouble, a good soul. His mother and father said he was loving, no police record, finished high school, going to college, getting ready the following Monday to go and try out for D1. So this was a kid who was not something that's a waste of time, because unfortunately we have kids from among us that they don't want to do anything with their lives. They just want to be fuck ups. Excuse my French. But this kid, Nolan Wells, was not that. And this is why I'm doing this podcast. And be aware, all of you listeners of mine on this channel, I have trolls trolling me because I speak out against black on black crime. I speak out against gang violence and they don't like it. Well, the point is this: I don't give a damn if you like it, because nothing's worse than when black people lynch black people. I'm never going to stop saying that. Okay. Even though this situation here, let me get back to this. So they're going to troll me wherever this goes. They're going to come with a bunch of stuff they made up already, me being drunk and all of this stuff. So what? Who gives a damn? I'm grown. I'm 53. I can do this if I want to, all night if I choose. So my older audience, who I'm really trying to get this message to, don't let that information turn you away from me. Okay. Because once upon a time I was in the street just like those kids, and I was one of the worst of the worst. But then the light, you know how the man sit underneath the tree and the apple hit him in his head and he found gravity? Well, the apple hit me in my head and I found the truth. And ever since I found that truth, I started living that truth. And I haven't been back locked up in jail, prison for 30 years already because of that truth God gave me. I'm going to steal something from one of the podcasters. Once upon a time, I was the problem. Now I'm a part of the solution. So don't let all of this trail that they got trailing behind me get you all messed up in the head. We do the right thing here. This is a sound place to be. If you're looking for information that's sound and you're looking for a soundness of mind and a place where you can come and listen to something meaningful without the stupid trolling and all that, you're in the right place. You're in the right place. And some of us black people can be so stupid, man. They can be so dumb, you know? They can be so stupid. Even among this tragedy here, you still got idiots online trolling and acting stupid. Just a waste of damn time. But back to the Nolan Wells situation. Peace and condolences to that brother. He deserves all of this effort that people are putting in to get to the bottom of what happened to him. He deserves it. His family deserves it. And I'm going to push it on my end. And this podcast here is for me to give you my 2 cents about what I think happened to Nolan Wells. And I'm going to tell you why. Nolan Wells drowned, they say, on July 4th, 2026. His remains were found on Horn Island, I think that Monday. If I'm not incorrect, I think July 4th was Saturday. He was found Monday. Somebody can look it up if I'm wrong. Under some very suspicious circumstances. He left to go out on a boat with his friends to party on July 4th before he went back to school, try out for D1. And it is to my knowledge that the kids were Caucasian. And I'm not trying to play the race card. No, I'm not saying that this is race orientated at all. It's one thing you know about me. If you've ever listened to me, I always tell you race, and nowadays you have to look at that very carefully. This is not the America of 100 years ago. I'm down here in the South at the moment, and the South is beautiful down here as compared to when I was here 30 years ago. I see interracial couples all day. People are moving on. But because this happened in a place where the racism was sky high and all kind of lynchings and things took place just about a little less than 100 or 200 years ago, people are looking at it from a racial aspect. Okay, fine. So Nolan goes out with his, white friends. He's the only black guy on the boat from what they're saying. They come back home. Nolan doesn't come back home. When the parents find out that Nolan does not come back home, they start asking questions the same night. They don't wait until next day. The mother did it less than 24 hours, as she should. Now, you guys are friends, right? All of these guys are friends. Nolan, the guys that are on the boat, the white people, him, whoever, some of his friends that were black people. The parents have the right to be like, wait a minute, what do you mean Nolan didn't come back with you guys? I would say that if you're a close-knit bunch of friends, because when I was growing up and I lived in my project building, we were friends on our floor. I lived on the 6th floor. Our mothers and fathers knew each other. We can go in and out of each other's houses. I knew my friends and mothers. They knew my mom, right? We addressed each other, Miss Bradley, Miss this, Miss that, Miss Cheney, Miss this, right? Miss Morton. And had we went out somewhere and as a group and we went together, we coming back together. If I didn't return, my mother's going to be like, yo, and all of my friends would have came together. Yo, last time we seen him, he was here. I don't know. I saw him. He was with us. Next minute, they're going to give some kind of explanation, and vice versa. I would have did the same thing because we were friends. So I understand the mother saying, well, how did you guys come back without him? That's an indication that this was a close-knit group of friends. They go to school together. Huh? The mother knows Nolan's mother. They're friends. So it's not absurd for her to say, well, why didn't he come back with you guys? She did everything right. Now, I suspect foul play. I'm not saying it's a race thing. It could have been a fight. It could have been we accidentally pushed him off and people got scared. You get what I'm saying? Because this is what makes it seem this way. Nolan's father, after they found out that Nolan didn't make it back, he went to the house of one of the friends, to seek the car key. The friend came to the door, and the father said he was quite standoffish or what have you. And the father got mad because he felt the kid lied to him. I'm going to go ahead and play the sound bite, and then we'll come back to talk about it. Here it is.
Act like he didn't know where they were. He just he was like he was clueless. He was like, I don't know. Well, just please. I was like, just please go in the room and look for me. Cause, be honest with you, at that time I was very emotional. No one was giving me any answer. So that situation with me and them could have went totally left field. But since those other young kids were in there, at that moment, they kept me from doing what I wanted to do. So getting them and calming them down, it helped me focus on what I was really there for, to find the keys. And like I said, when I asked him, he said he went and looked. And so when he said he couldn't find them, I did what I needed. I left out of their home. And like I said, 5 minutes later, he come back out with the keys. And they didn't come back outside anymore until the police came, because at that time police were called because we were looking for his wallet, and then they went to the door. But other than that, when they sent the keys out, they locked everything. They didn't want nothing to do with what was outside that door. So that right there is when you lied to me, it killed all trust in anything you had to say.
Okay, like I said, like I said, the father went to the house of one of the friends who was with Nolan to locate the key to Nolan's car, which was parked outside that house. The dude came out, he didn't want to answer any question. I don't know, man. I don't know. This is a friend that went with him. And then the father said he had to get himself out of the house and some kids that were with him, I guess, before anything blew up. So I guess the kid got scared. He called the cops, or whoever called the cops, and he brought the key out. Now, mind you, to my knowledge, this is the night that Nolan disappears. Nolan's remains do not wash up or whatever happened until Monday morning. Meaning the friends don't know, in quotations, that something happened to Nolan. They don't know. Why would you be nonchalant and not want to comply with the father? Why would you be nonchalant? Now, people are saying, well, Nolan probably, hold my stuff, man. I'm gonna get some nookie from this girl. That's what they said. Okay, fine. They go ask the girl, hey, was Nolan with you? No. Nolan went back with his friends on the boat. So there's another contradiction. That's a lie. So now the father also said he lied to me. He was like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Then he comes out with the key. He said, being that you lied to me, all trust is lost. You lie when something's wrong. No? And they are saying on the internet, why are you guys so fast to rush to this, to rush to that? Man, if that was your kid, you would have done the same thing. Something's fishy here. And I'm praying that it was an accident. I want to believe in people that we're better than this. We all make mistakes. There's no doubt. Maybe they're afraid of something. I don't know. If it was an accident, what they need to do is stop being afraid, come clean, and just say what happened to Nolan. So everybody can have some closure. So that his parents can have some closure. This is the right thing to do. So, like I said, I suspect foul play. I think that those kids know what happened to Nolan, and they are afraid. And the fact that they lawyered up, you want to lawyer up at a time when there's no reason to lawyer up because they didn't discover Nolan yet. If I'm saying this, if I got the right information, And then you got people that are saying, "Oh, well, it's not that serious." What? I can't believe what I'm hearing on the internet. I can't believe it. And what I can't believe further is just the immaturity of some people about this incident here. They're still giggling, acting stupid. And it shows why we can't come together as a community. So I'm calling on the older folk in the black community all over the world, America, Africa, wherever you are, you're black, you hear the sound of my voice, and you're an older person. We have to come together. We have to come together to put some sense back into this community. We have to start taking over these airwaves. We have to talk amongst ourselves. We have to keep the trolls away and stupid people. Even if they are grown and older like our age, you have to block them out and get them out of here. They're dumb. And that's just it. So I'm going to make this a short episode tonight because I'm hungry. I'm going to go upstairs and get something to eat, and I'm going to continue to do my research between tonight and tomorrow. We're also waiting for the autopsy report to come in because, as you know, Ben Crump had Nolan's remains sent to Washington, D.C. for a private autopsy that was paid for by our brother, man. Oh my God, Colin Kaepernick, God bless his soul. And Colin, some kind of way, if you hear this podcast, they're going to try and send you a bunch of stuff about me. Don't mess with this guy. He's a this, he's that, blah, 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 blah. It's coming. So I'll just give you the heads up before it gets to you. Just expect it. This is a foolish, dumb Negroes, man. And it hurts because it doesn't hurt me. It just hurts in general to see people still so dumb that they can't put their disagreeing aside for a second and say, whoa, we all got to come together on this one. They do this every time. Every time. It's not with just me. Anytime a tragedy happens, you'll see arguing factions. It's sad, bro. Very, very sad. But all of you who are sound-minded and you like what's happening here, come to the podcast, subscribe to the podcast, because I do my research. You see, I don't just talk, hear a little something, then get on the internet and present this little thing I thought happened. I do my research, okay? And I want to give you guys, let me see something now. Oh, I'm right here. I want you guys now who are subscribed here on our Paranormal World to go to the Black Revolution podcast. That's at Steve_Revolution. That's the handle, at Steve_Revolution. I'm going to put it in the thumbnail, the Black Revolution podcast. This, because there's so many different sides of me. I'm a spiritualist, right? I'm someone that can see spirit, but I'm also a very good humanitarian. I'm a good humanitarian. I love my people. I don't like the idiots among us. No. I don't like the very violent among us. No. But those who are of a sound mind, doesn't matter where you come from, I can click with you. So go to the Black Revolution podcast is where I deal with black issues, black subjects. This is where I deal with black information. And it's not only for black people, but it's oriented toward that, because I want to be one of the people that help us get our minds together. It's very important that you get your mind together. I didn't stop getting in trouble and going to prison until I got my mind together. That's the thing we have to do with our people. We have to restore the mind, set it back to the natural program that it's on. Right now, we're sick. We're mad people, man. We're mad people. So that's what I do on the Black Revolution podcast. Everybody that's subscribed here, go also and subscribe to the Black Revolution podcast at Steve_Revolution, where you can get this type of content. Because don't forget, I was the brother 5-6 years ago saying it's going to get worse, y'all. They're going to try and to re-enslave black people again in America. Don't forget I said that, and I still stand on it. What is the gerrymandering about in the South now? What is the convict leasing about? We talk about such things like this on the Black Revolution podcast. They said, no, Steve, you don't know what you're talking about, yada, yada, yada. And if you're smart and you can look and you know history, you see it, man. I'm really appealing to you older folk, black, white, Chinese, Russian, whatever the hell you are. Join me on the Black Revolution podcast at Steve_Revolution, where you can get great content. I have 2 videos up there. I'm going to be working on that channel more and more every day, every week. So I'm going to end this now, man. And I want to say peace and love to all of you guys, man. To the family of Nolan Wells, God bless you. Be strong. Find strength in each other. Nolan was a great kid. He's not gone. He's just transitioned. Rest in peace, good brother. You didn't deserve that, whatever the situation, if it's an accident or anything else. And with that, I'm going to say peace and love until next time. Bye-bye.